Reporting live for us. Let's head to Niagara next, where the front doors of Port Colborne High School were defaced over the weekend with homophobic graffiti. The Niagara Public School Board says the hateful messages were removed immediately. But as Matt Ingram reports, students say this is the latest example of an ongoing problem at the school.
What do you think would compel someone to do something like this?
Hate. Just hate.
15-year-old Lily Grabovac, who openly identifies as a member of the 2S LGBTQ+ community, was disappointed but not shocked by the homophobic slurs spray painted on her school, saying homophobic slurs are frequently used by students.
It's very common here. Yesterday, a teacher really had to speak up against students who are just being hateful.
Lily shared recordings with CHCH News of what she says are exchanges between students and teachers regarding homophobic comments made in class.
Go to the office. Go to the office. I can't wait to tell my dad about this. Oh, you got to the office because I was making fun of these people. Oh my God. Yeah, that's wrong and unacceptable at school. So funny.
Lily also says racial slurs are common, showing me messages from other students where she is referred to as a slave, and also showing me racist memes she says students are sharing.
There was pictures of black men with the N-word.
17-year-old student Reese McKenzie also identifies as a member of the 2S LGBTQ+ community and also says students often make homophobic comments.
It is awful. You constantly hear what's happening. People making petty comments, offensive jokes, leaving messages all over the school.
As for the graffiti,
just knowing that it had happened just wrought me right to my core.
Saying she is sometimes subjected to slurs, 16-year-old student and 2S LGBTQ+ person Allison Vello was shaken by the graffiti.
I was very hurt to see that. I have no words. It's cruel, and I feel like we're better than that.
That message tells me to stay home. That message tells me not to go to school. That message tells me that this is not a safe place for someone like me.
Anti-bullying advocate Justin Preston was disturbed by the graffiti and says he encounters hate often in Niagara.
It's very terrifying knowing that myself as well, being 30 years old, I still get people yelling at me constantly out of cars.
As I interviewed Justin, several people tried to interrupt our work. A pickup truck came back and forth twice, revving its engine, trying to drown him out. And a woman in a white van slowed down to scream at us to leave kids alone. The District School Board of Niagara wouldn't say if the person behind the graffiti is a student, directing us to Niagara Regional Police, who are investigating. Asked what the punishment will be if it turns out to be a student, the board says consequences would include suspension. In an email to CHCH, DSBN writes, "We reaffirm that we do not tolerate discrimination, harassment, or hatred of any kind. DSBN has done a great deal of work over the past years to ensure that all DSBN schools are inclusive and welcoming, but we know there is always more to be done." Niagara Regional Police's investigation remains ongoing. Matt Ingram, CHCH News, Port Colborne.